What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Blueclouds TV. As I say, the Football Minutes live on Blueclouds TV, and we're streaming live onto a platform YouTube and Facebook at the same time. My name is Nate Zion, and the Blueclouds media live on Blueclouds Media. Like I would say, Football Minutes is live again. It's Steven and Nee. We are live here presenting you, bringing you the latest transfer news and also everything regarding Chelsea Football Club. Like I always say, join us here for the live discussion of Chelsea. Chelsea humbling defeat. We'll be looking at that Chelsea humbling defeat at Newcastle United, a match that exposes Chelsea's lack of maturity and consistency. We'll also analyze the key moments, identify the areas for improvement, and discuss the impact of these results and how Chelsea's Premier League season can shape up. Also, the aspiration of Chelsea Football Club. We'll also look at what's the most concerning aspect of Chelsea's performance against Newcastle. How much does defeat impact Chelsea's chances of making top four? What should Chelsea do to improve their consistency and avoid similar defeat in the future? Last but not the least, we'll be looking at the Premier League table. Manchester United are just 6 points away from being on top of the league. Will you consider them as title contenders? It's up to you. Let me know what you thought of this in the comment section below. Drop a comment in there, and we'll take you guys through the next few seconds. I'll be right back in a few seconds. We'll be running through this news in about 40 minutes, or maybe I'll try to stick around, not to go over the board. I'll try to be around maybe 30 to 40 minutes. Won't stay here for too long. So, guys, send your comments in the comment section below, and I'll be willing to read them for you as they come in. Only if the comments are constructive and has to do with what we're talking about. If you have any questions or anything, just help yourself out there. Send your comment, and I'll read them for you. We'll be right back in a second. Hello, everybody. Welcome back again to the Football Minutes live on Blueclouds Media on YouTube. We're streaming live on two platforms at the same time. So, yes, if you're here with us, do me a favor, send your comments in and be part of the show. Steven is here with me. Like I said, he's my co-host as usual. All the time he's here with me. We're going to go through Chelsea's defeat at St. James's Park, what went wrong and what went right for the team, and what can Chelsea do to better their season. Let's go. Steven.
I'm
all over the place today. I don't know, but I'll be all right. But Steven, Chelsea lost the game over the weekend. What's your
Yep.
thoughts on it?
I turned it off. I think what did I turn it off at? Might have been 2-0, 3-0, something like that. I don't know which one it was. It was one or the other. Um, but at the end of the day, I said to you and Ryan yesterday, I said I think a part of the problem was not having Poch on the sidelines. I do think that's part of the issue. And that's nothing against Jesus Perez. That just shows how important Poch is. I do think that was a factor in it. Um, I'm not overly concerned purely because we always struggle after the international break. We should have won based on the players available to us, players available to them, the amount of injuries they had. But it didn't
Yeah.
happen. We always struggle after the international break. And we got some good games that we should be winning in the next 10. We got the majority of the games we should arguably be winning out of the next 10. Um, so I'm not overly concerned. I still think we end up picking up quite a few points. So yeah, I just think it was our usual post international break struggle, to be honest.
Yeah, so thank you very much, Stephen. Stephen, talk about how the team performs anytime we return from the team return from international break. It's been part of Chelsea's history so far. Anytime they return back from international break, it doesn't really go well. But that's what we talk about. Consistency is a major part of every team that is trying to progress, that is trying also in a transition. Team is in transition, but we expect more consistency. Mauricio Pochettino did not also help himself, by not being on the touchline. And also, we'll be looking at the disciplinary issues with the team right now. I don't think Chelsea have disciplinary problems, but I think with a couple games yesterday, I mean, Saturday's game really shows some indisciplinary uh, you know, factors that the team has to address. Reece James, as a leader, did not set himself very well as the leader of the side, and also Jackson, also one of them, performance was not good. Uguchuki's performance was not good. Mauricio Pochettino himself was not really happy in the whole entire team's performance. See what can we do going forward. You've also outlined certain key players or certain key positions that Chelsea have to fill, and you said the team need to bring in an experienced world class left back, a world class striker, and also a world class goalkeeper. These three areas.
Great to
Do you
elite at every single position. They need to be great or they need to be elite at goalkeeper, left back, and striker.
goalkeeper, left back, striker? Those three positions have to be world class players. Would that solve the problem?
I think they're the three positions we really need to sort of solidify the team, mostly the starting 11. I feel like if we give the right players from those positions, I think the backup options there are more than solid. I think I gave a few examples. I said, for me, the three options at keeper would be Mike Mainan, Cobble of Dortmund. I was looking at his save percentages, like on average per game for the last like 3 seasons, both in the league and in the Bundesliga. And I think all of them are around 75 to 85% for every single season except for one. Um, so he's really on my radar at the moment. I don't know if Dortmund would sell him, but he's on my radar as someone I wouldn't mind taking. Teo Hernandez would be ideal option for left back in my opinion, and then Tony or Osman. I feel like Tony's got the Premier League experience as well as being an experienced player at 27, 28, and we also know that he can take his chances, and that's what we need. We can create chances all day long, but if we can't finish them, you don't win games. It's as simple as that. Um, so yeah, Tony or Osman would be my ideal for striker as well. Um, about the weekend, I've literally today seen what Reece James got his second yellow for. How he got a second yellow for that, don't know. It was basically no contact at all. Gordon essentially dives. but Reese got a stupid yellow in the beginning by kicking a ball away. And then I think Cucurella done it as well. And Sterling done it as well. Why? You know that, like, typically you'll go get booked for kicking a ball away. So why do something so stupid and put
Why do you
yourself
do
at
it?
risk? So Reese is now suspended for the next game because he got 2 yellow cards in that game, which means it's a 1 game suspension. Cucurella is out for the next game, which is against his former club, because of he's got 5 yellow cards.
Yeah.
So it doesn't help. It's just silly little things, and I don't understand why it happened. Like, why are you kicking a ball away? Like, 2, 3 of our players did the exact same thing. It's like you saw one do it and get booked. Why did the other 2 of you make the same stupid mistake?
I do agree, Steven. I think, especially Jackson is the guy that Mauricio Pochettino has to talk to him. In this discipline has to come in. The team has to, they have to implement a lot of discipline in there because too many yellow cards. We will be missing Reece James, just like you said. Marco Corella also will be missing. Means that we have to put Levi Cowell, who we know he's not really comfortable playing in that left side role. So that's also another defect for the team.
Mm-hmm.
But
But apparently
um,
Gusto was back in training, so we should have him back. So at least we'll have a
okay.
natural right back.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So Gustav will be returning. Means that we'll be okay with that left back row. Natural,
Right back.
natural, natural. Steven, right back. Okay, right back for Reece James. Then the left back will be having also another natural left back, but he's not a left back. He's really a center back, left center back.
Mm-hmm.
In that regard.
Yeah, he's
So
not a natural left back by any means, Levi Colwell, but he's
yeah.
filled in there quite a lot this season. Um, so it's either that or you have to draft in an academy player, and I don't see us doing that, to be honest.
So, Stephen, what was the most concerning aspect of Chelsea's performance against Newcastle, Stephen? The, the the
The
concerning
lapses in
aspect within our
concentration.
lasting concentration,
How many
and also
times did
the
we
goal
leave a
scoring.
player free on the corner? How many times did our defense switch off to give them a chance? Their first goal, everyone's
Right.
pushed up, and Cucurella is just there playing Isak on side, and he goes and scores because Cucurella is playing him on side. Everyone else is pushed up. If he's concentrating, he should be in line with everyone else. Or here's a better idea: do not play offside in your penalty area, for goodness sake. One other
I
thing that
think
I don't get, I said to you yesterday, right? I said
yeah.
I get Sanchez slipping against Man City for the Akanji goal. It was completely soaked to the pitch. It was raining, and basically the majority of the game, majority of the time before the game as well. So the pitch is completely soaked. So he slipped. I can forgive him for that. But Saturday, bear in mind, I turned the game off like 3-0, right? So there was still quite a bit of time after that. And he slipped about
Yeah, there
three,
was
four
around
times
20
when I was
minutes when
watching from the
you
smallest contact. And it was from his own players. He'll get the slightest touch and he'll go down. If they were able to finish, because that was a couple of the times where they had a free player and they managed to fluff their lines completely or miss a chance through a free header or whatever. If they were able to finish those, we would have been in trouble because he went down under contact of our own player. You ain't getting a free kick because you fell over because of contact of our own player.
All right, so we have some few comments over here that came in. I think from the comment section. Scholar United to Chelsea have discipline issues. Then also Gunnar said, "What's going on at Chelsea, bro? It's just that inconsistency. Inconsistency is the most important thing. It's a new team, young players. Also a team in transition, both administration and also the whole entire team." In terms, I'm talking about the big men over there. The team is in the big. you know, turnover, and I always say to a
The
lot of
ownership.
people who, yeah, ownership, who have been at Chelsea in and out, I said, look, Roman Abramovich have done a lot of things for Chelsea Football Club. Yes, there are negative and positive of what Roman have done for Chelsea. Roman have done great things for Chelsea, but yet he's the same person, same reason why Chelsea is going through what we're going through. And one example is look at Manchester City's ownership when they took over. How many coaches have they gone through since they took over till now? How long has Pep Guardiola be at Manchester City? And how long has it been for a Chelsea coach to be at the football club? As high as I know, it's 18 months. That's all I've known. It's 18 months. If we have kept Jose Mourinho for a long period of time, we would have won more than Manchester City are winning. How long did it take Chelsea to win Premier League trophy? When we win this year, we win the following year. We have to give ourselves almost about 3 years intervals or 2 years intervals to win the game, which to me, I say that consistency also wasn't there. But having one manager was always you're gonna have that consistency because he's building the team according to his preference, his philosophy and style of play. So if you have Jose for a long time, maybe 4 years, then we can say, okay, Jose need a new chapter. Then he has to move on. Find another person or find someone who plays the same Jose way, but also can modify it. Chelsea would have been a different way. Also, one thing that we did not do, or Chelsea did not do, is the recruitment policy on how we were recruiting players. We always bringing in 99, 95% were the finished article, or 90% were finished articles. How long do these players have to be at the football club? Maybe within 5, 6 years. But look at Manchester City, the players they bring in. A lot of them have been there for 6, 7 years. And we're talking about the likes of Kevin De Bruyne. I'm sure he's been there for over 5 years. I stand up a chance of correction. I mean, I don't know the exact years he's been there, but if you look at Kevin De Bruyne, he's been there for quite a long time. So there's some kind of a consistency in the football club. He's doing the same thing with Rico Lewis, right? Rico Lewis, Folding, and Cole Palmer, and all these players coming from academy. Chelsea have done that, but we did not give these academy players chance to progress. Louis Baker, I could remember Louis Baker, Charlie Mosunda, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, and some of them were given the chance. Not all academy players can also get a chance to play in the first team. Understandable. But under this Roma regime, these players were not given much time. Just like we are giving them the time now. It will come. Young players, they are born to make mistakes, and that's how they learn. If we go into other football club and buy young players and bring them here back in Roman's time, those players were given time to make mistake. That's how they learn from it. So if Jose was not willing to use them, it's because of the pressure that the managers or the owner has on these managers. Because if you don't produce, you have a short span at the football club. And any manager that comes to Chelsea is looking forward to bring in ready-made players that can help them win trophies, so they can also sustain or they can be at the football club for a long time. Steven, what do you think of what I just said?
I mean, yeah, like you've nailed it. It's a young squad. There's got to be issues, but at the same time, we should have expected that. If you didn't expect there to be issues, then I honestly don't know what I could tell you. We should have all seen this coming. If you didn't, then I don't know how you didn't see it coming. The majority of this team. Whoa, hang on. Okay, I don't know the reliability of this, right?
Okay.
But apparently, Chelsea are signing that Gabriel Moscardo.
Mascado, yeah.
Corinthians presenter and ex-player Neto has confirmed it on his program that Moscardo's going to Chelsea. That's breaking
Fabricio.
now. No,
All
no,
right,
no.
let
Former player for Corinthians.
all right, send the link to the Discord so I can share that right now. The breaking news, I can
Yeah,
bring it up right now.
I'm
Send
go
that to me.
get it up on my laptop now so I can find it. Um, saw it on Twitter. Twitter. I saw something about him, and then I just saw, obviously, more people starting to report it. Just wait for this to load up.
Another striker. I don't know, midfielder, right? He's a midfielder.
I think he's a midfielder, yeah.
He's a midfielder, yeah.
I can't remember what we said. Yeah, I think he's predominantly defensive midfielder, if I remember rightly from what we said. My brain's not working. I've not been awake for long. Yeah.
Hope I can find the link.
Just give me 2 seconds. It's a Twitter link because that's where I found it from.
Okay.
You've got to try and make sure that the clip doesn't play because it might be copyrighted.
Oh,
but
yeah,
it shouldn't play anyway because it's Twitter. It shouldn't play anyway. Okay. Do you know what? So apparently he said that it's 25 million euros, which I believe is the fee that was being spoken about. I believe what was being spoken about was they would just sell him for about 25 million euros. Therefore, I'm now inclined to believe that this is true because of him saying 25 million euros. I'm pretty sure that's the fee we heard, 2 weeks ago, as being essentially the magic number for them to sell him.
Mm-hmm. Let me share that here. I think that's a bit too small. Maybe that will do it. Okay. This is what you this one, right, Steven?
Yeah, that's one.
Okay.
There we go.
So okay, Chelsea Dodgers reporting this. Yeah,
well,
Chelsea Dodgers reporting.
He's aggregating it, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they quoting some, yeah. But they saying that Chelsea Corinthians present an ex-player for them, and Neto has confirmed this on his program. All right, Gabriel Mascado is sold to Chelsea.
I'm trying to find others now, see if I can find more information. But I did see somebody say that it was for 25 million. I have seen that Romano's tweeted, so maybe Romano's also said it.
Mm-hmm. That's a
no. Romano was saying about Poch.
Okay, guys, if you're watching live, if you're watching us live on Facebook and YouTube, do us a favor, just send a comment in. Let us know what you make of this breaking news. Chelsea have it's been confirmed that Chelsea have I've done the deal for bringing in Gabriel Mascado, which we said he was a defensive midfielder, right, Steven? Defensive midfielder, young Brazilian international.
I'm sending you not the one immediately after that. There's another one I've literally just sent. The most recent one I've just sent. That one's got a bit more information.
Yeah, I'll work with this one. All right, so that's it. There. Corinthians have reached an agreement with Chelsea for 18-year-old midfielder Gabriel Mascado for 25 million. The Brazilian, the player becomes the biggest sale ever made by the club. Corinthians, 25 million for that player. I mean, what a good player! But how Chelsea gonna deal with him? 18 years old, ready to move because he's over the age, right? He's ready to move.
Yeah, he Chelsea. Can move immediately.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm just trying to get the conversion on that.
What's his height?
1 second.
I'm gonna check his height. Let me check his height. Real quick. Yeah.
Bear with us, guys. I'm just trying to find.
Yeah, that's all right.
Because this is breaking.
I want to check his height.
I think I sent you a message about his height a while ago. Oh, sugar. I've put the complete wrong figure. There we go. That's better.
That's a 26 million euros, Stephen.
Yeah,
Figure that in pounds.
£22.5 million British pounds, which is so it'd be 28.4 million US dollars.
28.
28.4 US dollars and about 22 million Great British pounds. Yeah, 22.5 Great British pounds.
All right, thank you for that, Stephen. I'm just want to find out his height one more time before we move on from there. Apparently his height is supposed to be, I don't know this one, 1.85 meters. I only deal in feet and inches and feet. So I have to convert the height again.
Yeah.
Which became not ready for that.
What did you say it was?
It says 1.85 meters into
1.85 meters in feet. It's apparently basically 6 foot. Well, 6.06 if you want to be precise.
and that's a tall player.
For 18 years old, 6
Yeah.
foot already, yeah. He'll
Yeah.
probably go out
Grew
on
more.
loan next season. Probably keep him, bed him in for the rest of this season.
I think. Do you think they might send Gabriel to European team so he's still going to be in England? Maybe Championship or maybe some other mid-table teams in the Premier League, or they will not consider the loan.
No, they'll definitely loan him, but it won't be this season. Because I think what they'll do is you're allowed, I can't remember how many it is. I got a feeling it's about 6 international loans.
Yeah.
But all of ours for this season are taken up. And I think that what they would want to do is they'll probably want to send him to a country like Portugal, for example, where a lot of players from sort of South America tend to go. So I think they'll keep him for the academy for the rest of the season so he can bed in, get used to England, get settled and all that. And then I think next season he takes up one of our international loan spots. And then I think Slanina will go out on loan to a championship club, and maybe a couple other international loans go out to championship clubs as well. Therefore, you then have multiple international loan slots available if you need to use them.
Okay, yeah, thank you very much. If you're watching us live, it's just a few minutes breaking news coming from all across those that report news on Chelsea. Gabriel Corinthians has reached an agreement with Chelsea for 18-year-old midfielder Gabriel Mascado for 25 million fee, which is about around $28 million. I'm not so sure about the pounds, but the player becomes the biggest sale ever made by the football club, which is Corinthians. So another player in the blue jersey. We might see his probably in the January. We might see him moving in the January or having media day, right, Stephen? That's what you call it, media day. Taking pictures when the club announces it.
Well, he's 18 years old, so he'll be moving in January.
Definitely. So that's what we have here for you guys. We still have some few minutes. You should be done with the stream today. Stephen, let's go back. Let's go back to Mauricio Pochettino and his Chelsea football club. But thank you very much for breaking that news with us, Stephen. What should Chelsea do to improve their consistency and avoid similar defeat in the future? I know we cannot avoid the defeat in the future. It's still going to come as the team is still young. So to me, I think it's a very, very important question, but we don't have the answers for this, do we?
Sorry, what was that?
No, I asked you, what should Chelsea do to improve their consistency and avoid similar defeat And I had the same question that I asked you. I kind of answered the question already. I was like, definitely defeats are going to come. They are a young team, and also
Hmm.
injuries also play major role and major factor on a team's consistency. We've seen that happening with Postecoglou and his Tottenham Hotspur's team, where they've suffered major defeats. Lots of players are out, and he blamed it. He said, you know, the Tottenham Hotspur's defeat is not mainly on just being Spursy, but then it is a major role of injuries that is affecting the team so far. Do you agree with him?
What, Spurs losing because of injuries?
Yes, sir.
Maybe partially that, yeah. But then again, and with Spurs, it happens quite regular. So at what point do you go, "Oh, it's not actually just injuries. There is the fact that there is a mentality issue at the club,"
Yeah.
because we've seen it so often with them. Also, they can't use the injury excuse for when they went down to 9 against us. So what's their excuse for that one? Because they were 1-0 up and they lost their heads. They were leading
That's
and lost their heads. How do you lose your heads when you're leading the match? Makes zero sense, right?
zero sense. That makes zero sense. And also the last, but not the least, how does this defeat impact Chelsea's chance of making top four, Stephen?
Um, Believe it
Do
or
we have
not,
any chance at all? Do we have a chance? Do Chelsea have a chance?
yes, and I'm not being biased, right? Because our next 10 games, the majority of those we should be winning. And when you look at the league table, right? Let me just quickly
But
get this
Stevie,
up.
don't you see that is the most difficult thing that Chelsea have been struggling to deal with?
What is
Breaking down low block teams that are going to defend deeply. And how do you see Chelsea breaking down a low block team? If that's their problem, they play very well against the top teams because they come at Chelsea, they open up, all attacking, they keep possession, But these low block teams who don't have the quality that Chelsea have tend to sit deep. How does Chelsea go over the line playing those mid tables and small teams in the Premier League?
I
And
mean, when you look at the Brentford game, right? Brentford weren't exactly attacking; they were basically sitting back. And Palmer was getting the balls over behind their defence. But the issue we had there was our best chances fell to Kukurea. That's the issue we had there. We got Nkunku coming in, so he could definitely be a big part of the solution. And at the end of the day, we are what? We're 8 points off of fifth,
mhm.
and we're is it 8 points? Hang on. No, we're 10
No,
points off of fifth, sorry.
with 10 points, yeah.
And we're 12 off of fourth. But fifth place could potentially be getting us Champions League, depending how the English clubs perform in Europe.
Right.
So for now, I'd be aiming for fifth as a bare minimum.
Okay. If you look at it right now, Arsenal are just 30 points on the top of the league. 1 point difference between Arsenal and Manchester City. Manchester City in the second point. Liverpool third with 29 points. Aston Villa, man, miracles. Unai Emery is doing something good with Aston Villa. Aston Villa are now in the top four with 28 points. Same point with Liverpool, and just 1 point difference between Manchester City and Aston Villa. Tottenham Hotspur is 26 points on fifth. Manchester United with a good win from Malaysia. No, not Malaysia. What's his name again? Ganacho. Ganacho.
Brilliant
The
goal.
name is
I've
not
seen
even
it now.
pronounced
Brilliant
Ganacho.
goal.
Yeah, the name is not pronounced Ganacho, but I have to check the name again.
I think
So
it's pronounced with a H instead, if I
yeah,
remember rightly.
Henacho. Yeah, Henacho. Yeah, instead of the Ganacho, that way people pronounce it. Um, So yeah, Tottenham Hotspur are on the fifth position, 26. Manchester United 24. Newcastle United 23. They're also struggling with lots of injuries. You expect Chelsea to be able to, beat them, but then they said Le Saux said he knows what they were up to with Chelsea with good individual players, but then they have to get it right, and they did get it right. against Chelsea. Brighton Football Club also on 22nd, 27 points, 22 points, 13th on the league log. Say they played 13 times, but they are 8th on the league log. Same thing. Chelsea, I'm looking at this moment, is with 16 points, played 13 games, and 10th on the position. And our London rivals, which is West Ham United, are on top of us with 20 points. How can Chelsea catch up with them? It's all about matter of time. So we have looked into the table. Steven, I'm not so sure if you saw the Henacho's goal and
No, I said it
Rooney's
just now. I
goal.
saw it. It's actually a very good finish.
I don't think there's much difference between Henacho's goal and then Rooney's goal, Steven. There wasn't much different. They all went to the
Um,
same angle, the same would I say the left side of the goalkeeper's pole.
Rooney's positioning, Rooney was more central to the goal, whereas Hanacho was further towards the back post and he had to get it back across the goal.
So I'll even say, look, from a player's point of view, I've played those scissor kicks and bicycle kicks, whatever they call it. I've done that before. I think it's better off if you are further away from the pole and you hit it that way across it. You get a
Mm.
chance of making a goal. But if you're centered, depending on where how you hit it, most of the time it doesn't get in. Oh, would you say maybe Rooney was that close? I think I fancy
Rooney was about the penalty spot, near enough.
most of the time players don't make it when it's that close, Steven.
Yeah, I guess because yeah, but I don't know. Both of them are
So
impressive.
which one do you like? Henacho's and Rooney's Caesar cake.
Oh, both are very impressive for different reasons.
But I think that because of the name, Rooney will be remembered against Manchester City because of Manchester City arrivals to Manchester, Manchester United. Not really, but it's just the name Manchester. So whenever you talk about, Manchester United, you always remember that Rooney goal compared to Henacho's goal. But then those goals are brilliant. It's going to be one of the goals in Premier League history. Those two goals going to be one of the goals in Premier League history. Without a doubt. So we pretty much done, guys. We are done. Whoever is also watching there, thank you for being here, for watching. And Stephen, I think we've touched everything. Is there anything else you want to add to it? We've done 27. We can say bye bye right now because it looks like we've done for the day.
Yeah, there's not really much else to do.
Okay, guys, thank you very much, Guna, for sending the comments in, and also Scala United for sending your comments in. I know you guys came up not to get engaged, but then to troll, and I get it. You're Arsenal fan and Manchester United fan, just come in to troll, send some stuff over there to upset your brother here, but it won't. It doesn't upset me. It is football, and it's all the three things involved: win, lose, and draw. And I'll take a lose because we didn't do the right thing. But I know the boys who can bounce back. I'm not one of those flip-flops supporters out there. I'm not one of those supporters that have the divided mind on terms of Mauricio Pochettino, whether he should be sacked. Pochettino is going nowhere. The owners have really have so much hope in Pochettino. They've given the team to him, and they understand it's a young team. It will take time for them to get there. So Poch will still be there. Let's see how the season comes to an end, and we can all assess Poch and judge him. I know Poch himself. There's so many question marks around him. He hasn't won anything, but then Poch has to start winning those big games. I've said it here. We're supposed to win against Arsenal. Poch has to put his signature down so the team can win those big games. We play much better than Arsenal. We play much better than Liverpool. We play much better, very better and close. We're playing home against Manchester City. Those games should have been hands down. We should have won it, but we didn't. So Poch has to establish himself very well at Chelsea and be able to motivate and galvanize his guys to win those big games. And we got a lot of games coming up. They are all winnable. We have to win them. And before we face any other big team again, very soon, Tottenham will be coming again. City will be coming again. So we have to start collecting this point from now. So, Steven, is there anything you want to say before I say a little this random, sir?
Just to like the stream and subscribe if you're new and you haven't done it. Do check anyway, because sometimes YouTube does randomly unsubscribe people from channels. I've had it before with other channels I'm subscribed to. So just make sure, because you might think you are subscribed where actually you're not. So just check that, and also make sure you got the bell notification on.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Stephen G, a very, very strong Chelsea fan. He says, make sure you keep your bell notification active at all times so you don't miss anything from this platform. You know, we're trying hard. We're trying hard to get you the content that you want to, and we're giving you the voice. We sometimes send the link over there to you to come on and have a say. If you want to have a say, don't just be behind the keyboard and then be typing, get involved. You have the mouth, you have the voice, beautiful voice. People want to hear you as a fan and, hear you talk, and let us know what your thoughts are on Chelsea season so far. So yes, guys, we'll be back again. It is very cold, 27 degrees temperature over here, very, very cold. The wind chill even it makes it worse. So that this is without the wind chill. So let's say if I add the wind chill to it, you're talking about 20 degrees. Take the 7 off, you're talking about freezing point, 20 degrees down here. But yes, we're still here bringing you, beautiful football moments, bringing you the Chelsea news and football news as well. So guys, Leo Desperandones, remember, hang on to hope, and we'll be back again tomorrow. Steven, Leo Desperandones,
hang on to hope.
We'll be back tomorrow. Bye-bye, guys. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV. What's up, guys?